Welcome to the deep dive.
Yeah.
Ever get that fancy new microphone, plug it in, and just feel disappointed?
Happens all the time.
Yeah. Well, today we're diving into why fancy mics don't matter if your setup sucks.
Exactly. We're going to look at how you can get that pro sound, maybe without needing the most expensive gear right away.
It's about the foundation, right? Getting the basics solid first.
Precisely. A great mic in a bad situation. Well, it's still going to sound bad, so let's start with just getting the equipment hooked up properly.
Okay, equipment setup. First things first, power, right? If you've got a condenser mic.
You got to have phantom power. Check your interface or mixer. Make sure that little plus 48V button is on. It won't work otherwise.
Right, and then where you put the mic, please tell me people aren't just setting it on their desk.
Oh, you'd be surprised. No, you really want a boom arm. Get the mic off the desk, away from bumps and vibrations.
And positioning, how close?
Good rule of thumb is about 6 to 8 inches away from your mouth. And maybe try a slight 45-degree angle, not straight on.
Okay. Why the angle?
It helps reduce plosives, those harsh P and B sounds hitting the microphone diaphragm directly. Keeps levels more consistent, too.
And speaking of plosives, the pop filter. Essential, right?
Absolutely non-negotiable. A simple pop filter placed maybe 2 or 3 inches in front of the mic. Huge difference. Cheap investment, big payoff.
Okay. And we need headphones to monitor.
Yes, and specifically closed-back headphones. You
Right.
don't want the sound from your headphones leaking out and getting picked up by the mic.
Right. Creating feedback or echo. Make sure they're plugged in right. Volume's good.
Yep, so you can actually hear what the mic is capturing accurately. Now, let's talk about the room. This is huge.
Yeah, I think people really underestimate this part, the recording environment itself.
It often matters more than the mic, honestly. Think about it. Are you in a big, empty room with hard surfaces, like a kitchen or bathroom?
Echo City.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You want the opposite. A smaller room, if possible, and one with soft stuff in it.
Like couches, curtains, carpet.
Perfect. Anything that absorbs sound rather than reflecting it, that's what kills clarity sound bouncing all over the place.
So you don't need, like, professional acoustic foam everywhere necessarily.
Not to start, no. I mean, that stuff helps, but you can get surprisingly far with simple things. Hang some heavy blankets on the walls. Throw a thick rug on the floor.
Seriously. Just blankets.
Yeah, seriously, it can make a noticeable difference in reducing that room echo, that liveliness. Makes the voice sound clearer, more focused.
Okay, so dampen the room. What else?
Noise.
Background noise is the enemy of clean audio. You got to be kind of ruthless.
Like, turn off the air conditioning, even if it's hot.
If you can, yes. HVAC systems, computer fans, ceiling fans, notifications on your phone, traffic outside, shut it all down or minimize it as much as possible.
That slight hum you don't notice normally can ruin a recording.
It absolutely can. Even think about room temp. If it's too warm, your computer fan might kick on halfway through. Plan ahead.
Okay, room quiet, mic placed well.
Yep.
What about the software side? Settings. Keep it simple and standard, usually. Sample rate, 44.1 kilohertz is fine for most voice work. Bit depth, 16-bit is okay. 24-bit gives more headroom if you have the option.
And the file format.
Always record your main track, your master, as a WAV file, or AIFF, something uncompressed. You need that quality for editing. Don't record straight to MP3.
Right. MP3 compresses things, throws away data, and levels. How loud should you record?
This is crucial. You want to avoid clipping at all costs, that horrible distortion when the signal is too loud. Aim for your peaks to hit somewhere between -12 and -6 decibels, or dB.
So leaving some space at the top. Headroom.
Exactly. Gives you a strong signal without distortion and flexibility later. And please have a backup recording if your setup allows it.
Oh yeah. Technology fails. Losing a whole recording is painful.
It really is. Also, maybe obvious, but check your disk space before you hit record.
Yes, done that one before. Okay, before the real take, any quick checks, like a sound check?
Always. Record yourself talking for maybe 30 seconds. Just normal voice. Then listen back carefully through your headphones.
What are you listening for?
Any weird hums, buzzes, clicks, clipping, too much room noise. Anything that sounds off, check your headphone monitoring works properly too. Can you hear yourself clearly?
And if you record often?
Save your settings as a template in your software. Saves time, ensures consistency, and if you're recording remotely with guests, test the platform first. Check connection. Make sure you're recording separate tracks if possible.
Good tips. So you get everything sounding great. How do you keep it that way session after session?
Document everything. Write down your mic placement, the gain level on your interface, any key software settings. Makes it repeatable.
Smart. Like a little recipe for your sound.
Kinda, yeah. Also, have a clear backup strategy for your finished recordings. Don't just leave them on OneDrive. And maybe keep a little logbook. If you run into a problem and fix it, write down how you fixed it.
Saves troubleshooting time later.
Definitely. And, basic maintenance. Keep gear clean, update your software when needed. Oh, and test your backups once in a while. Make sure they actually restore.
Right, a backup isn't a backup unless you know it works.
You got it.
So it really comes down to this.
Yeah.
Focus on the room and the setup before you obsess over the microphone model.
Absolutely. Get those fundamentals right. The environment, the positioning, the levels, the noise floor. That's where the biggest improvements usually are.
You can get surprisingly good sound from a less expensive mic if everything else is dialed in.
Totally. Optimize your space and your technique first. Then worry about upgrading the mic if you still feel you need to.
Okay, so here's something for you listening to think about. What's one simple, maybe even free, change you could make to your recording space or setup right now? Could you move to a smaller room? Hang up a blanket? Turn off that noisy fan?
Give it a try. You might be surprised at the difference it makes.
Definitely worth experimenting. Thanks for diving deep with us today on getting your audio foundations right.